Dante Alighieri. He has written a great poem called The Divine Comedy, and there is a chapter describing the way into hell. And from there, very often is cited, those who go down or descend here, leave all your hopes behind you, or abandon all your hopes. Between 1945 and 50, when the Soviets were reigning this prison, because at that time a couple of thousand people were beaten, were driven into here, into as you will see, an environment which deserves to be designated as a hell. Here the Soviets used to press 10 to 15 people into this cell, which had to live here under catastrophic conditions. And 20 centimeters with cold water, so the prisoner was red lights on the corridors. This is also for isolation purposes, because as soon as one prisoner was present on one corridor, this corridor was illuminated by red lights, so the guard, the neighboring guard would know a second prisoner shouldn't give access to that corridor. You would never see another prisoner here if you are a prisoner. These wires will accompany you all the time during the prison. It's a closed circuit. For instance, if you are my prisoner, I'll lead you through this corridor and you suddenly attack me. In the struggle, I have to grasp this and interrupt a closed circuit, then the alarm bells will ring, and I tell you that my comrades will take care that you will never attack me again. Did you understand? No. Jawohl, jawohl, that's right. Wow. Well, this is a rather primitive but very effective way to alarm. Okay. Now we come to the entrance procedure. Up to this point, the newcomer from the car would have in his possession everything of his belongings, his clothes and everything he carries on his body. And up to here he had his normal name. Also here the prisoner had nothing to read, nothing to write, nobody to talk to. Also here he was prevented of orientating where he is. Also here he didn't know what would happen to him, and so on. So that the effects of psychological torture, disregarding his improved condition of living here, were effective as they were effective down in the U-boat. Links rennen die Tür. Hinten, anständig. Sit down, up there. Oh, you can see him better from here. You see, this is the room where the prisoner officially will be informed. It's a sort of habeas corpus act. Also in the GDR, they had regulations which say that somebody who was arrested has to be within 3 days confronted to a judge. Well, this was only, they fulfilled formal principles. This was no judge here, and he was only a Stasi officer, but they have formally fulfilled their prescriptions. And did you understand everything I said?
Yeah.
Jawohl. Okay.
Can we vote on whether he's guilty or not?
No, he wouldn't joke. In any pub in Ohio, I could say, may I join you when you sit at the table, and you will say, well, please sit down, and we enter a conversation. We haven't to look around like in the Nazi time, therefore it was called the German view, look around. And well, we haven't to choose or to exclude critical topics. We can talk about everything. But if I meet you in the same situation, you sit in a pub in East Berlin or in Leipzig or in Dresden, and I ask you, may I join you at your table, may I sit down here? Your first thought, I guarantee, would be, what is his intention? What does he intend, really? And then you will say, okay, sit down, perhaps we enter a conversation, but I do not know whether you are a spy, and you do not know whether I am a spy. And therefore we avoid any critical topic. Best thing is, best we do when talking about weather, okay? Because here, the files for the honor to the truth, medical care. Well, we are now in a side wing of the prison hospital, but the normal prisoner, for the normal prisoner, this door was out of bounds. But those prisoners who could leave their beds could go down here, and here they could enjoy their 30 minutes in complete isolation. What I show you will deeply impress you because of its beauty. Isn't that nice?
Oh, wow.
This is a tree, right?
Yes, this is a simple, in German, eine Freigangzelle. That means that here the prisoner can catch for 30 minutes fresh air. Up here is the gentleman with the Kalashnikov looking for good behavior of the prisoner. But I should draw your attention to the fact that this cell already is the product of humanization process, because originally these were two cells. Here you can see the wall up there, and here you can see traces of the extra entrance. Isn't that nice here?
Mm-hmm. And you talked about how
refer to an issue which normally we do not be aware, or we are not conscient being free. But as soon as we are at such a location like here, where freedom was absent, you might better than elsewhere comprehend that freedom is a valuable and a very precious good which deserves to be defended always. And if I have strengthened this this principle or this issue in your minds, I have fulfilled actually my task towards you, and so I can only thank you for your attention and for your patience, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So good. Can I ask a question?